Keeping the star for the star now. We back at you.
Under your assumed identity as Tobias Reaper, a professional thief looking to retire from a life of crime. Ludmilla Vetrova can be found in the public sections of the island, primarily tending to client needs. Stephen Bradley alternates between looking after a strict training regimen and working on a small private island.
If you become high enough on the priority list, they will send their most professional, their most skilled serial killers or psychopaths your way. Some of these people work for the government. Some of these people work through the military. A lot of these people are private military or militia groups or private entities that
is Ludmilla Vetrova,
acquire a
English-born former confidence artist of Russian descent and current client handler for Haven.
Form of allegiance or brotherhood. Just because you're good at killing, that don't mean they're gonna come get you. Just because you a psychopath and you're willing to kill anybody for whichever amount, that don't mean they're gonna come get you. They want the people with the highest IQ. They want people with a philosophy of
please collect your key to the private hut in the welcome center.
in their head that they think they're getting rid of the people that need to get rid of.
It's the one behind you on the right. Oh, and Miss Vetrova asked me to tell you that
But if we in the age of information can easily be skewed or misrepresented, it's easy to get a certain individual or a certain group of individuals to carry out your wants and need, good or bad.
Welcome to Haven, Mr. Reaper. I hope you enjoy your stay here.
Hitman is a very unique game. Every movie, book, and video game illustration is unique in its own way if you have a philosophy or perspective of what you playing, watching, or reading. Most people just play, watch, or read things for what it is, and they only visualize what they being read, seeing, or playing.
A note from Ludmilla Vetrova. I wonder what she wants from you, 47. Regardless, it would be a shame to keep her waiting.
Let's see what she wants. There's somebody on our hit list. So they can put you, they will set up certain serial killers, certain psychopaths, very skilled individuals. They will set them up in such a way where the average person won't think a person with this type of mentality will be able to infiltrate their organization. This is why I say they just don't want the everyday killer. They don't want the everyday serial killer. This is why they go and lock up the average person that kills people. But they know in the government, in the military, and different organizations, they know that they have a handful of AKA hitmen willing to carry out certain acts on certain high value individuals. So when people say high value this, high value that, that's in your head. That's an illusion. You're not really high value. You're not really somebody people would want to assassinate. That's what a high value individual is. So we didn't got to such a dumbed down point where we think high value is all the women want you. No, high value is you're such a high value that other men are willing to make you a casualty. Let me call her. I never did. and with the freedom to get the job done by any means necessary, because at the end of the day, you won't never lead back to them. That causes a lot of collateral damage.
Reaper. I read your note.
And that's probably the best part about Hitman is all of the collateral damage that you can cause on the path to going to your target.
I'll keep it in mind.
Meet Miss Ventrova at the restaurant as Mr. Reaper. Alright, let's see what it do. Will I be able to start going on a psychopath rant? It's hard. You know why it's hard? Because when I was younger, I used to play this, and I never got to play games for what they was actually meant. So I didn't actually get to have a real perspective of the game, because I would just get in there and just have the freedom to run over, shoot, and steal whatever, or just do what I'm going to do just to have fun. But now, to me, in my perspective of life, going about things the best or most organized way is the most fun to me, and that's the slowest, non-funnest route. I can guarantee you. They say, how's it fun? Exactly. It's like chess. That's why chess ain't really fun to a lot of people, because this is more a slower paced, but you have to be quick as far as thinking past a certain set of moves. So it may be slow paced, and it's only slow paced for a lot of people that actually think about each move individually.
I'm glad we don't have to talk to that Petrova woman anymore.
You should be moving and already know your next 3 moves.
Hardly get away from her. Embarrassing.
Not only in life, but for everything you do. Even if it's video games, going to work, or just going to the store. Oh, what the heck is this? Is this? What the? That is something else. Damn, I can't go in there. Cocksuckers. This is why people ain't willing to go beyond the means of just everyday life.
Hope you're doing well today, sir.
They're already too scared to get caught, and they think their life is over with. But if we only knew that they could only make these subset versions of games, aka out of the things that people are already doing in real life and the things that other people want to do, but they know they can't do it in real life. And then there's other people that say, fuck it, this is what I'm really going to do in my real life. This is why I chose not to do certain things, because I just felt like a lot of things I had already done in past experiences.
Honey,
You ever felt like you just did something already, or you've already been a part of something already, but you have never been a part or did that thing?
looking good today, sir.
Mr. Reaper, so good to see you.
You mentioned an offer.
Yes, it's a little embarrassing, but we've had an incident. A theft. The thief is an employee here. A person working in Mr. Williams's villa at the other end of the island.
What was stolen?
A USB drive containing some sensitive information. Personal information which I would rather not fall into the hands of others. So, my offer is this. Obtain the USB drive from the thief without alerting anyone at the villa. The thief is likely still there. I can't get you inside, so you'll have to use that particular skill set of yours to gain access. Do that, and I'll convince Mr. Williams to give you a 50% discount on our service fee. That's $1 million, Mr. Reaper.
A generous offer. The information must be valuable.
Mostly to me. It's very personal. Please call me as soon as you've recovered it.
Very well. I'll call you.
Yeah, keep it real.
It's one thing to just go on a rampage, on a mass shooting in the subway, or just to let your emotions fly and take it back to your local school to do certain things to people that maybe made you feel a certain type of way. But it's another thing to actually calculate your life and then calculate the ending of multiple individuals' lives, not for your own satisfactory for the most part, but for other people's benefit. If you don't understand what I mean, is simpler to, let's say, kill somebody or to do something to somebody for your own opinion or your own reasons. It takes another type of person to kill people based on somebody else's belief on that person, especially if you don't even know the person that you supposedly are supposed to kill, assassinate, aka Hitman 3 type shit. It takes a very different type of person to lack remorse and empathy for somebody that you do not know, that you have nothing against, but just based on somebody else having this feeling for them, you will carry out the act. And as we done seen, of course, people who have hired hitmans and all of this shit. So I'm not saying that, but for the most part, how do we know about it? So that means the majority of the time, these people are random people that just made up their mind one day and said, hold on, I think I will do this. And guess what? Now we know about your ass. Know why? Because you in jail, you stupid. And most of the time, it be police. Or it be some people setting people up because they already know the mindset of certain people. So then they can set loopholes, aka stings, operations, different shit like that, to have people fall into a loop that they inevitably knew some percentage of the people were going to fall into that loop. If you ain't set up the right way in this particular world that we live in, we already set up to fail. But this is why I say we had 18 years for our parents to train us to be anything, and no, they chose to raise us. You don't go to the fucking army to be raised. You don't be raised to be a fucking president. You don't be raised to be a politician. No, you can be you can just grow up around your family that is involved in politicians, and then you will be mentally trained on how to carry yourself or how to interact as such. They're not raising you to be a fucking politician, though.
Anyone found anything on the security tapes yet? My ass on the line here, got it? Whoever stole Mr. Williams' USB key had access to the villa, so it must be somebody working with us.
Nothing yet. I've told the others it's the top priority, sir.
Damn, what I do to the doctor?
Yeah. Review the tape.
I ain't played this in a minute. I forgot what the damn doctor at. I was about to get that doctor outfit. It's funny.
That's clearly the most important part.
Stay around. Go.
Are we willing to go to extreme measures, not only for ourselves, but for other people? But you can almost guarantee in the near future, more and more people are going to be willing to do certain things.
He can't even go out in the sunlight anymore.
You know what I heard? That doctor of his mentioned something about some old disease Mr. Williams once suffered from. Said it had likely left some permanent side effects.
Identify yourself! Why aren't you listening?
See, this is when things get a little messy. That's why I say it's collateral damage now. I ain't caught yet. Somebody eventually gonna come in here, I believe. Obviously, I ain't gonna be able to play the whole game. I would be able to, but I'm not. Because the whole point of this series is all of those first subsets or illustrations was the making of the Hitman. It's going through all of those different stages where it furthermore solidified that the powers that be needed their own Hitman to do their dirty work. People always need people to do the dirty work, and this is why the people that do their dirty work, we call these people the Navy SEALs. We call these people Marines. We call them police officers. We call them SWAT. We call them CIA. We call them FBI. We call them DEA. We call them federal agents. We call them Secret Service. This is all it is. It's personal bodyguard, personal attack dogs. And they got different breeds. And if you want to be a part of a certain pedigree, oh, you're gonna have to do things and not ask any questions about it. They put it in the movies all the time. And just like what that woman asked me to do, to steal the information. Everything is about information. If you got the right information out, they will kill your ass. They won't have a second guess into wiping your whole family out. Goldfish and all. They didn't already done it. And guess what? They'll stage it to make it seem like the person did that to themselves. This is a lot of things that we done forgot about. Honestly. These people have these people in their pocket. They have a whole arsenal of different type of people that we ain't never really met. People that we don't think is real. You understand that? We got people that's walking around that's just like this dude right here I'm playing in the game. That's actual. That they are actual. Oh shit. They are actual ghosts. They are actually legends, mythological legends. They illustrate these people in games, books, and movies. These be real people that's actually going out here and doing this shit. Not to the goddamn effect of jumping over buildings and doing all that shit, but as far as exterminating motherfuckers and going in and doing a job on such a skill level, you only think it's a movie? Shit, you kidding yourself then. You ain't even giving yourself a fair chance if you think these people can really if people can only really do this shit in the movies. You a goddamn lie. You a goddamn lie. I ain't saying take 3-4 bullets and keep shooting people. No, I ain't saying that, so I'm not talking overboard. But I'm talking about a group of elite individuals going in there and killing some shit precisely. Oh yeah, they got that 1 or 2 individuals that can infiltrate and take out different targets. Oh yeah, they got that. What we see out here on the streets is the psychopaths and the serial killers. These are people that they all considered hitmen. You see how precise the police shoot your ass? They don't got no other training, but they can shoot their ass off though. They don't got no other training, no self-defense, nothing, but they know how to fucking shoot. They hit your ass with 16 bullets with 16 clips. It's time for him to go.
Tyson Williams eliminated. 2 targets.
Man, you got nothing.
That
Stand
is
by.
Tyson Williams, CEO of a reputed paranoid. Williams is known for his bad temper and heavy-handedness.
Shit. You see how real it get. Obviously, I ain't on that level. And I ain't trying to be, because I ain't going out there and doing shit for the powers that be. It's TV La Style for the style now. And we gone.